Welcome everyone to Faded World's House of Reeds. How are you doing? How you feeling on this
I'm doing fine.
Thursday? Well, for me, early morning. For you, Mark, it's I guess it's uh eveningish, like or 6.
It's
Well, 6:30 now.
yeah, 6:30. So perfect time for starting some role playing.
And
Then
that's
again,
how I.
what time
how
is
I-
not perfect to start role playing? Okay, sorry.
No, I was gonna say that's how I always. That's how I always build this game in this time slot. It's like, it's early for me. It's noon for people on the West Coast, and it's a reasonable time for people in Europe.
yeah. um, yeah. So, Kessa, you're on the same coast, and
Yes.
but I think your sleep schedule. Well, actually, I don't know. Your sleep schedule uh is
It
kind of
used to
a
be
little bit
really
crazy.
crazy.
Too, but, okay.
It's now actually pretty reasonable. Because I used to be working at 5 a.m. and that was crazy. And now I work at 9:30 most days. And so that's much more reasonable. And I'll wind up staying up until midnight, which is good for my social life. Unlike before, where I was going to bed at like 9:30. It's like, all right, I'm gonna get off my stream at 9 o'clock. All right, now I need to go to bed immediately. And then my body is like, no, I just had an amazing show. Why am I gonna go to bed? And yeah, it's much better now. Much better.
Good, yeah, because I mean, really, who needs sleep other than like human bodies desperately?
Nah. 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 Probably not.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit about what sort of setting we're gonna do, but hadn't. I don't think we had come to like a solid conclusion. And
I mean, you and I both want to do space, and I mean, I heard some other suggest. What if we combine the ideas? How do you feel about space prison?
I mean, why not? Sure.
I mean, that's not set in stone or anything, so we can do whatever. But I know you had the idea of doing that, the prison.
Yeah, it was just an idea. I thought maybe
because I like the idea of doing something small and contained, like a spaceship or an asteroid or some kind of space station, or maybe like a Mars mid terraforming, like where the environment outside of the house is very harsh, and like the amount of visitors that we get would be very few. So like most of the things that happen, like the environmental factors, are going to be not political, but PVE, definite actual environment things that happen. But I'm open to anything. That was just kind of my idea and an interesting way I kind of wanted to take this game in the past and haven't really had a chance to. So that's just because I've only played it like 5 or 6 times, and even though it's my favorite game.
Well, there's so many story games out there.
There really are. There's really a lot of them, and maybe this should be my next like take a 1-session game and stretch it out as far as I can game.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'll think about it. Because I certainly had a lot of fun playing Firebrands, and that game got crazy.
That's one of the sessions I missed, right?
On my own channel, I was running a game of Firebrands. I think we played Firebrands here, but it was one shot.
Yeah.
But
So your Firebrand's campaign ran for was it like a month or two?
Yeah, it ran for a total of 7 sessions, and then we played an 8th wrap up. Where are they now? Session.
Mm-hmm.
It was a total of 10 hours of game time. I calculated it out. For just playing time, cutting out shout outs and stuff. 10 hours is a pretty solid game, if you consider that, because we ran we ran short sessions. Normally an RPG session goes for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And we ran specifically 2 hours or less each time, so it was an interesting and different experience, and I kind of liked that short chunk format in order to get that longer experience of it. So
yeah, how did it change the dynamics?
It allowed us to slow down a little bit, and it gave us a lot of time to think about what scenes that we wanted to do, to mull over what happened before, and whether we were thinking about it consciously or not. Having 20 minutes to think of your next scene versus having 7 days is pretty significant.
Yeah.
I think we went weird places. There's a quote from the very first session that Umbra said, and that I love so much. Let me find it. 1 second. I know it's got to be here. And there was definitely a callback to that later, but where'd it go? Here it is. You would be surprised how long you can fry something before it is completely destroyed. And then we call back to that later, and this. I thought it was really
a light
good.
game, reminiscent of Golden Sky Stories.
No. Although I really liked Golden Sky Stories, I was glad that we played that.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's fun.
All right, so this game, House of Reeds, does the tone deck that you have there, does that have all of the cards added to it?
It right now it just has the
base cards,
the base ones.
Okay.
But it's because I removed some cards from the deck, it's acting a little bit strangely in that it says it has 18, even though 3 of them are not full entries. I don't think that they would be dealt out, but they show up when I open the deck. It shows them in little spaces.
Even though you remove them.
But I played with it, and it doesn't seem like it deals those.
Well, if it does, we can always just draw another card.
Yeah.
Cool.
And are you two both GM'd or
no?
Okay, let me.
I don't think Mark's not even in the game.
Oh. Yeah.
That would help. Sorry.
I mean, if you go to your Roll20, it should show up at the top of the list of games because we're both in it right now.
I see. Then just let me log in.
I'm waiting for you to GM me.
I see. So it's still the old one we played.
Yes.
Okay. That certainly works.
We both be GMs now. Okay. So,
I'm a GM now.
Okay. Mark, are you okay with some sort of space? Okay, cool. Space penal colony.
Sure.
Okay. Um, and do we want to dial in a little bit more between like planet side and an asteroid or the space station? I think we should know which of those because it might matter.
How about we find out why we are playing, because we don't know where the hell we are, and we just have this few rooms that we can visit, and everything else is like mystery and
I mean, our characters would know where we are, but it may not be necessarily that important until something happens that would make it important.
Well, our characters might not know, and that's part of the story, that we have been brought somewhere and we don't know where.
Oh, and Kelsa, thank you for the subscription. That's really awesome.
Awesome.
I gotta help out my friends. Plus, now I can do this.
I do love that emote.
It's pretty great.
I want to do that too. Okay.
So I guess it is possible that you know that people in the prison don't actually know where they were shipped. Like they were like found guilty and then sedated and they just woke up in this place where they can where they have to go down this corridor to mine, and if they open that that door they die.
Cool. So I guess the next question is like in what way are like our characters like living together in this place? Like, are we like are we like randomly assigned roommates? Are we like where a family has been drug along and only one of us is technically the prisoner here, but the punishment was such that I don't know, they could bring their family, but like you can't leave?
Yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, I think one of the aspects of the San Pedro prison is that it's not like controlled by guards. Like inside, it's its own society. You just can't leave.
I mean, who would like to build their own forced society inside of walls and be sentences carried out by the inmates by stabbing?
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do we want to go on to pick? Should we go ahead and pick? What's it? The
tone cards.
The tone cards. Or
sure.
Is there something else? Is there anything else we should do before that?
I don't have the PDF on this computer, so I can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
If I can go get the computer that has the PDF,
No,
but
no,
it's
no.
downstairs.
I'll throw it up on.
I guess in theory, I have it in my emails somewhere that I could re-download it.
Well, oh, this is being alphabetical. And Mark, do you you need a copy too? Yes. Do you have a copy?
I don't have a copy now.
Okay. Check check Discord.
I already did, and the PDF is open.
Perfect. Got it. I found it.
Okay.
I'm good.
So I guess starting on page 7, there's the list of cards, and all the ones that are in all caps are automatically in the game, and then we're picking like 3 more.
Yeah, one per each player, I believe.
So the first time we did this, I remember we took really dark cards. It was like lies, disappointment, and violence, maybe, or something else dark. So
was it shame?
It may have been.
One is like disaster and departure. I think departure. We had departure. We had a lot of people dying.
Disaster always happens.
So I mean, I guess. I mean, so do we want to like talk about them and come to a consensus, or do we want to just each pick one?
I think we should just each pick one, and if we somehow 2 of us pick the same one, then we'll figure it out from there. But it seems pretty likely that we can each pick a different one.
Okay. So haven't narrowed it down yet, but I definitely want to pick. For mine, I want to pick something that's kind of positive.
I think we should all pick our thing and type it into the chat window of Roll20, and then when everybody is chosen, we all hit enter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That way we don't like affect each other's decisions.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
How many cards do we have to choose, by the way?
You pick one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but in the end, how many cards do we have? So we only have 3 cards.
All of the ones that have bold titles, like all caps titles, complicate, disaster, progress, change, tradition, arrival, departure,
okay.
age, joy, pain, conflict, support, move, and build. All
okay,
are
everything
definitely
else
in.
is okay. I see. Good. I understand.
Okay. So I picked mine. Let me know when you have.
Okay. I've picked mine. I changed it, but it's okay. I picked it anyway.
All right.
This is what I wanted at first anyway.
Then let's do this.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Brilliant.
Nice.
I like it. It was good.
Okay. I can use efficiently. Looks good to hope. Folder open.
We are way too positive about this right now. All of our cards are.
No,
Well,
it's
that's
good.
fine. It's a happy prison.
I mean, it's good. I did seriously consider having scarcity be one of the cards, but I figure this is better.
In the end, we draw a move and nobody wants to move out. This is our prison. We want you to stay here. It's so nice. I mean, that would be tragic, wouldn't it not?
Well, it could be like after generations pass, it's like, no, this is our community. Why would we want to leave our family?
Yeah.
Okay. This is... There it is. Okay. Now,
Setting prompts.
hopefully that, okay.
The Homo sapiens habitat in the Galactic Zoo.
We have Craft Aspire and Eros. Alrighty. So, what's next?
Okay. Next, let's see. Let me actually read what it tells us to do in what order. Okay, establish the setting. Choose our flavor cards. Build rooms. Each player draws room on the map. If there are 2 to 3 players and that many rooms feels too low, you can go around twice. So I don't know if we're going to need to go around twice. I think 3 rooms is going to be enough, but I don't know. So I'm drawing here since I already started.
Okay.
As you do.
And do you think we should all just use black, or should we each use our own color? Does it?
I mean, it doesn't matter that much. It all depends on like what you want to make it. So I think this is a dining room.
Oops.
Actually. Boy, that's bad. Oh boy. Real bad.
Yeah, you have a pen, right? You can just
Yeah,
draw
I mean, you'd think I could draw circles, but no. Close enough.
Well, I certainly couldn't playing without mechanical aid. I can't draw a circle that resembles anything other than that yeah isn't just like this completely irregular polygon that is vaguely oval-ish.
Uh-huh. Come on. Come on.
Don't tell me. Roll20 is fighting with you?
Yeah, it's not. After I wrote dining room, it's not accepting mouse clicks in the window on the tablet. Like when I select stuff, it's working, but then when I like go to draw on the draw area, it's not. It's really weird. Welp. Get some lovely mouse drawings now instead.
Okay.
You can see I was doing better with the pen.
Well, I mean, you were able to write out dining room.
Yeah,
which is an advantage because the text tool on Roll20 is not the best.
Turns out it's not. Weird.
I love the program. I use it all the time, but the text tool, it's not so great.
I wonder if it's just that. No, it's. This is super weird.
It's fine. I can tell that those are ants walking on rocks.
Theo?
Yeah.
Kannst du Müll mit runter?
Bitte?
No,
Kannst du
they're
Müll mit runter? Ja, solange ich dusche, kannst du mir eine Freude machen.
Weil
Alles, was noch irgendwie rein, was riecht oder irgendwie rein muss.
das ist alles da drin.
Sicher?
Ja.
Ich schau noch mal rum. Und dann.
Sorry.
No. Yeah, it doesn't like me anymore. It's fine.
Okay. Do the rooms connect or?
They don't need to connect. So you draw them, you draw exits from them, and they don't have to necessarily like correspond. And like you can also draw windows. Like there's a door. But like you don't necessarily say where the doors or windows go when you're drawing it.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. I see a single line. You know there's a box tool?
I do. And but
I'm not saying you're doing it wrong.
but you're doing it wrong.
I'm just saying maybe you could do it better.
Oh boy.
Oh, and of course this isn't going up. There was a reason why it was like that.
Oh my.
Yeah, and I think to draw the door, I'm just going to use the old D&D map method because well, no, I'll be consistent. I'll attempt to be. And you just drew in white to clear the space.
Yeah.
I have a box. Okay. So let me see what else is going on in here. Bunch of mining tools that could be anything.
I was trying to see if I went out of Roll20 and came back in, if it would reset and like accept my my pen strokes again, but does not seem to be working. I'll try unplugging and plugging it back in.
I'm done. I can attempt to draw more mining tools, but I don't think it would add to it.
So from what I see now, we either don't have a kitchen or we don't have a bathroom.
We don't have a kitchen. We don't have a bathroom. We don't have any bedrooms.
I remember seeing something like you don't like other necessary
you don't really want a
rooms
bathroom
are assumed to be there. So unless you want to have a scene in a bathroom,
I mean, the best scenes happen in the bathroom.
All right.
I mean, you're not wrong. But yeah, if you have a room, we're gonna have scenes there. So if you don't see a room, that doesn't mean they're not in the house. It just means that we're not gonna see scenes there necessarily.
Okay. So may I already start?
By all means.
Did you? Yeah, you should draw whatever you want.
Okay. Okay, let me try to use this tool, and if I fail, then I can delete it, right? Without
Totally.
messing everything up. So how to do this? Something like no. Oops, I made no. I make small circles. Help! How do I delete them?
Oh, okay. So if you have it in select move mode, you can just like draw a box around it and then.
Okay. I see. Oops, now it's purple for us apparently. God damn it.
Yeah. Every time you change tools, it resets the color.
I am a little bit frustrated about that, but it's okay. I mean, you can always reset your default color for you and then change through tools and then change it back when you're done. But meh.
Okay, I just leave the small circles until I'm done, and then I'll just remove all the small circles. Because otherwise we're not getting anywhere.
How do you set your default color?
Next to your name. Like right now mine is purple. But then I can change it and now it's green. So when I changed my
I want
shape,
to do something like this. Like the dining room is a room inside that room. And this room is like the mess. It's like everything what we don't have in the other rooms is in there, but it's not like it's literally a mess. You don't want to live in there. So all the other rooms, the dining room is separate where you want to live. But you can sleep there, you can wash yourself there, you can somewhere probably cook even, but you know, not the place you want to hang around during the day.
So if you don't like a large open area that's been like carved out of stone?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I like that.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry for cutting your room a little bit. I tried to make it around somehow, but it wouldn't do.
If you don't mind, I can. Oh, okay.
I can fix it all. Hold on.
Ooh.
Fancy, I know.
I mean, that works.
So I'm curious, is the large area like smooth? Like it's been like carved out by machine, whereas the mine, those areas were like chipped away by hand, so that to get at whatever precious resources are.
I mean, there are areas that are a bit smoother, but mostly it's rough. Maybe it was natural. Maybe somebody just blew a hole in there, and this is the what came out of it.
Okay.
I want that window to face outside.
Oh yeah, there's like there's one window. Like, or is it already in the dining room?
There's a window in the dining room. Yeah.
Okay, this is the only window. There's no window in the mess.
Sure. Like, are there beds in there and like some kind of kitchen area? You can like draw that stuff in there.
There's like everything everywhere. That's the problem. Like that's why you don't want to hang around there. But
it's just kind of.
It's like
where everything
anyway is. Here's a. Why am I purple again? Damn it. Okay. here's a bed, then here's a bed, then here's the toilet, and another toilet is down here. Here's the kitchen. It's here, like that you can find everything probably you were looking for, but not in the places you would expect, and not in a condition you would like.
Okay. Is it okay if I erase the parts that are overlapping the dining?
You can remove. Sure, I can remove those parts too. How do I do that?
You make your color white and then you draw over it.
That works. True.
Guys.
Oh.
You can make your draw color larger too. And that also helps. Okay. White.
That is on large, that apparently.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I was feeling OCD about that.
It's okay. Okay, so next is
It looks nicer now.
decide what the view shed is like. If there are doors or windows to the exterior, continue around the table, picking a facing, and say what it opens onto or overlooks. Make a note on the map. So I'm going to say this window looks like over a cliff. Oh, not large. Eh. Come on. Okay.
Okay. And can we or do you mind if I also specify that there's no visible atmosphere, and that the
I mean, you've got a door right here that leads outside that you can tell us everything you want about.
okay. Sure. Well, I think what I wanted. That's narrow, not another mining tool. I know they look somewhat similar. So yeah, I think that door just leads to another door, and then it has like
An
all the
airlock.
indications of an airlock, but I guess there is maybe a small window there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So okay, so if there is if it is overlooking a cliff, uh, can we tell from the like just the horizon line how vaguely how large the place is, or is it in some way obstructed so that we still don't?
I think it's obstructed. I think like immediate, like we can see down into a gorge, but like the immediate view is of another cliff face that rises up even higher above where the window is at.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we've got what the view is like. Are there any other details we want on that? Cliff Gorge. Cool.
Is this area over here, like does that lead like further into somewhere, or does it just end?
Oh, it just ends in unhewn stone.
Okay.
So yeah, I can. Unhewn isn't a word. I think it's a word. Okay. Yeah, Merriam-Webster agrees with me. So there. My Microsoft does not. Microsoft doesn't think it's a word.
Well, Microsoft is not my daddy, so I'll have to listen to it.
No, that's Google. Google's everybody's daddy.
Everybody's daddy. Yep. Cool. All right. Let's see. Now we create the characters.
Yes.
Each player creates a character. It doesn't matter if not every player does so. Keep going until you have 2 to 5 characters, and you can decide how many in advance or decide when the house feels occupied enough. When you create a character, give them a name, an age and years, a brief description of who they are, declare what their relation is to existing characters. It's easiest to write them on individual index cards so they can be shuffled about. Creating a character does not make it yours. Place them in the middle of the table, and all players have equal responsibility for all characters. Cards will be referred to as family members. That means characters who have been created during the setup or with the arrival card. Other players may visit or even inhabit the home. Feel free to feature them in scenes, but they don't count as family members. You could upgrade them to family members with an arrival card. What counts as a character is up to you. So, I've been going first in all of these. So, how about Mark? Why don't you go first? Create a character. In Roll20, you can make just a blank handout and put their name and stuff on it.
Okay. So
Yeah. So if you're on the right-hand side, where there's all the symbols, the third one in is the journal, and you can just hit the add button. Then it'll ask you what sort of thing you want to add handout, and then it'll bring up.
And it defaults to mysterious note, but you can change the name of that and make it the character.
I'm confused. So right-hand side.
It looks kind of like a newspaper.
Yeah.
There. Okay, and now there's nothing for me there. Like.
Okay, you're gonna need to quit out of the game and come back in because Brad made you a GM, but you probably did not leave and come back in so that the status updated.
Here we go.
Or just reload.
Yeah,
that doesn't always work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going out and coming back in always works. Reloading sometimes works.
Okay, mysterious note, and I can.
You can just edit it.
Yeah. I create the voice.
Marc?
Wait a second.
Wie heißt die Straße, in der wir gerade
My
sind?
character is named Mysterious
Note.
Note. It might be confusing, but that's
okay. The voice. There's some speakers in there, and sometimes the voice just talks to them and says what they're expected to do, what they should do.
But is he part of the family?
I mean,
because we can have the voice be a character that is in the scenes, like all of them or most of them or even many of them. But if it's not a family member, we should not be making it right now.
It has to be like blood family or what?
I mean, it doesn't have to be blood family. You can consider roommates to be family, but I mean, there has to be a certain level of like love and compassion between them, like in so much as like,
well,
whether the voice cares about them or not, I guess the rest of the characters would have to care. Like, I mean, what makes a member of a family anyway?
I mean, it could be somebody who's like assigned to who like isn't present on the colony, but has been assigned to care for them in terms of like sending supplies and making sure that that the equipment isn't going to kill them, and actually cares, or or pretends to.
I thought more like it's giving them information or saying what they should do and stuff, but they don't really know who it is or what he wants or what his ideas. But most of the time, if he says like, you should check out that because otherwise it might kill you, then they find out, that probably would have killed us if we didn't check it out. Like, there was a gas leak, for example, and hey, you should probably check out that gas leak or you might blow up or suffocate or stuff like that.
Okay. Well, give them an age, and I guess their description is like speaker box.
Yeah.
And there's speaker box in every room, or I would guess so.
So it has to have an age. I see.
And the rest of the characters may not know its age, but we as omniscient beings who are ruling their lives know.
Okay, I just typed in age and afterwards, I don't know.
Cool.
It's
all right. Because as every time we go around the table, a year passes, and then everyone gets older. So if we play for a while and you made them kind of old, they may just die of old age. And then will there be a new voice? Who knows? It's a mystery.
Yeah.
Mystery. Okay. And it's making a lot of noise still.
Stupid truck. And I played in one game where one of the characters we made, we started out, he was like an 82-year-old man that was like the grandfather of like this one of the people in the friend group. And everybody loved him, and they all like he lived with them rather than they living with him, and the very first card that we got was Departure. And so of course the very first thing we see is the old man dying. But then it had like such long lasting like ramifications, because like then it turns out like he was really rich, and so like his granddaughter like got a bunch of money, and it changed how everything happened. I don't know. It was interesting. It was very interesting.
Cool. So be sure to hit save on the character once you're done, because it's not showing up yet.
It's showing up for me.
Oh, okay.
The voice 78. Yeah. You may want to put some actual notes in there, like the fact that it's a speaker box in every room. Normally that's where you'd like put the description.
Okay. I mean,
all right, Brad, why don't you make your character?
I am wondering why it's still not showing up for me.
I'm seeing it.
Okay.
Do you still have it open?
No, I just reopened it though.
No, I mean Brad, do you have it open?
Yeah. Well, I switched to another tab and back.
No, close the. I mean, did you have the actual like mysterious note popped up open?
I have a new one open, but.
Yeah, right now it should just say the voice 78 as, and there should be like two things: mysterious note.
I see what's going on. I'm filtering. So if it didn't start with Brad, then it wasn't going to show up.
Oh.
Well, that's going to be a problem.
Okay. I make sure to call every character Brad from now.
Okay. So I want to introduce Mari. She is and then the age is right after that. 7. And she is the daughter. I could even spell that correctly. Of
Uh-oh. What now? Did you ruin everything? Please don't ruin everything. That's all I ask. I mean, that's not actually true. I do ask for a lot more than that.
So, Mari's the daughter of two of the prisoners, but everybody helps raise her and considers her sort of their own.
Okay. Interesting. And she's 7? All right. All right. Add handout. All right. Tuck is Mari's father. He is a rough-looking guy with a heart of gold. Do we want to make some more characters, or does that feel good? Well, this is part of our little family in this whole.
I feel like maybe we should have at least one more to bounce off of, but
Sure.
Yeah.
Probably not the other parent.
Mm-hmm.
How about an older brother of Mary?
Okay. I mean, I was sort of thinking that she was like, she was born there.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Maybe
it's
the
an
older brother was not.
Yeah.
Maybe half brother.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I guess the thing to decide is, was did he choose to go there because he was, you know, young at the time and you know, and or what?
Be with the family.
Yeah, or maybe he didn't have a choice. They just brought him because they didn't want him to be alone, even though they were going into, you know, like permanent prison.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that like? Or was there a different circumstance? Maybe he's significantly older and he was he committed some crime that either got everybody thrown into the colony or
I mean,
or just him at the
who
same
wants
time they're all
to
engaged in it.
take responsibility for Big Brother? Make those decisions. It's not a it's not a group project. Just
Okay, well,
write some stuff down and then it's true.
yeah, go ahead, Mark. I just wanted to throw out those considerations. I didn't necessarily need to answer them myself. Look, he's got a name.
That's because you made a character sheet instead of a
Okay,
handout.
I'll delete that. That to get. Okay. Okay.
Ralio Frey Agur.
It's a pretty good name though. Got to admit.
Kind of. I mean, I could totally see that being a like a Forgotten Realms canon name.
Mm-hmm.
How about So Mary was born there. That is sure. Okay. I had the idea that maybe Chuck had the children with the wrong woman, and some important. That's a part of important family. They didn't want. They wanted them out of the pictures, something like that, because she had to marry someone else because how things are. Big corporations maybe need to be melded together, something like that. All that kind of stuff. And so she was sent with Chuck here to give birth.
Oh, so like she was already pregnant with Mari, and then so she was sent with him here, but then after she gave birth, like her family pulled some strings and she was pardoned and pulled off planet or something.
Yeah,
I can see that. Okay.
So that everything stays a secret and nobody knows. So either the bigger brother was happening way before that, and nobody had eyes on that, except maybe the family, and they could keep it a secret, or it's like only a half brother. That would make sense too. I suppose let's make it a half brother.
Sure.
Okay.
Now I'm coming with all kinds of stories about Tuck's past love life.
Should the mother be dead, or is it just Chuck couldn't keep it together and just does what he does best?
I mean, I think that's up to you. I think
nobody knows about the mother. Nobody has found anything out about that yet.
And maybe she left Tuck with the baby and was just like, "Okay, see ya."
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yep. I think Tuck's a good dad. Tuck's a good dad. He's a political prisoner, and he's just trying to make it work for his kids.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Is that pronounced gyro or gyro or?
Whatever you like.
All right.
Most.
So gyro.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Okay. Cool. Boop 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 boop. Now we're ready to play, but maybe it's a good time to take a break first.
Yeah. I think
We've
that's
been
probably
going
a
for
good
like an
idea.
hour.
One moment. Alrighty. So, we will be back shortly.